Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Justin. Today we are by this beautiful lake here with Gary and his 2021 RZR XP 1000, my 2020 cfmoto Z950 Sport. We're just going to do a little comparison of the two, and I might mic Gary up and make him drive mine just so I can sit in the passenger seat and see what he thinks. He's never driven it before. I've tried to get him to drive it a couple times, but he's never driven it before. Rode in it a lot, never drove it.
A lot.
Okay, 2021 RZR XP 1000, 110 horsepower. Okay, here's some specs on it right here. RZR XP 1000 says the industry's top selling side-by-side, starting at $18,599. Okay, some specs of the RZR. So 110 horsepower, 64-inch width factory. I'm sure it's a bit wider now with the new tires. 14 inches of ground clearance, 999 cc, 4-stroke dual overhead cam, twin engine, fuel injected. Transmission says automatic.
Thanks.
Says automatic PVT. I'm gonna see if it tells me what the actual length of travel is for the suspension. Front shocks, 2-inch Walker Evans needle shocks with 16 position adjustable clickers. Front suspension is a dual A-arm with stabilizer bar. 20 inches of usable travel, 16 inches of wheel travel. Rear shocks, 2.5-inch Walker Evans, same 16 position adjustable clickers. Almost the same travel, it's a little bit more in the rear. 20 inches with the stabilizer, usable travel, 18 inches of wheel travel. So compared to the cfmoto, and I should know these by heart, and I think I do, but I don't want to tell you wrong. Bro, why is that listed so oh, that's Canada. I was like, why is that listed so expensive? Look at the price. Okay, so let's look up the Z950, give you some specs here. Okay, 963 cc, it's 962.6, so 963 cc. Electronic fuel injection, 79 horsepower, it says at 7,000 RPM, 60 foot-pounds of torque at 6,200 RPM. CVTech transmission, as most of you know, which I really love the CVTech, super easy to work on. Double A-arm, front suspension, the quad link trailing arm, rear suspension. This also has trailing arm rear suspension. I didn't mention that. Width, this one's a little bit skinnier by 3 inches. This is 61 inches. This was 64. Ground clearance, 12.2 inches. So this has got 1.8 inches more ground clearance. Wheelbase, I don't think it mentioned a wheelbase for that one. The wheelbase for this one is 90 inches. And yeah, I mean, as far as the comparison, that's about it. Things that this one came with standard that this one does not come with.
Pretty much everything.
The front winch, it comes with, this does not come with a winch. Came with a roof, came with, yours has power steering, right?
Yes.
Came with a horn, alloy wheels. I think yours comes with steel wheels, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Steel wheels.
so alloy, 14-inch alloy wheels.
Alloy flower wheels.
Yeah, the flowers, God, I'm so glad to be rid of those things. As you know, we've done basically what would be a factory turn signal install on this. We've done what would basically be a factory turn signal install on this.
So the only difference in that is, and correct me if I'm wrong, you had a little bit more splicing and wiring.
Yeah, a lot.
And mine was like direct plug and play. It
Yeah.
was just basically running the wires. And I think over time they'll come up with probably a kit for this, but you don't wait for nothing.
Right, no.
I don't know if they know that or not.
Yeah,
they do now.
I'm very, very impatient.
Very impatient. He'll drive 3 hours if he can get it today rather than tomorrow.
Right.
In the mail.
That's just the way
That's God's honest truth. But, you know, what I like about it is, you know, I had to order my things and turn signal kit. What he had to order was parts and pieces to make his, which are already installed, just work.
Yeah.
You know, I like that. And like I was telling him on the, you know, before we left the house, is there's things from every machine that I would like on my machine or vice versa. you know, minus the Honda, Nick's Honda. You know, like I wish mine came with a winch, and I could have if I would have went with like the premium edition. But then I'm going to pay, you know, $500, $600, $700 for this, and I don't want to, because I can pay $200 and install it myself in an hour. There's things that I wish it came with for the same price, but if it's going to cost me that much more, I'll just do it myself.
Right.
And get it done with.
Right, yeah. If it was reasonable, then he would just pay to have it done. But, you know, $700 to have a winch, I don't think is reasonable.
That's not reasonable. It's been a great time.
Yeah.
Honestly, doing this is the best thing I've ever done. And like I said, I've had 4. This is my 4th. This is the only brand new one that I've ever owned. I have bought used ones, and they've actually been pretty decent machines.
Oh, yeah.
I've really enjoyed all the different ones, like Can-Am. There's certain things about them that I like, and that's why we're doing this comparison thing. There's certain things about Polaris that I like, and I've owned 3 Polarises. I've had a Ranger. I've had a Ranger 5-seater.
Yeah.
I've had a Polaris General 1000.
Yeah.
And now this. And honestly, there's things that I could take from all of them and really put in one machine to make it one great machine. But that's, you know, that's what sets all the companies apart. And before I started actually any of them, I actually went and test drove a cfmoto and was on board with them. I was going to get the 1000, what do they call that?
The U-Force?
The U-Force.
Yeah.
And that's the one I looked at. But end up going a different direction and got my first one was a Can-Am HD5 500. And I learned really quick that I needed a little bit more power because of who I am. So,
right. And I went through the same thing. I first bought my U-Force 500, and I loved it for like the first week, and then
that was rough.
Yeah,
it
was. I mean, it's a utility vehicle. It's definitely bouncy as could be. My wife didn't like it a whole lot. It bounced her around a little bit too much. But I tell you, man, when we would go on group rides and I'd be out with machines, for 500 it was quick, but it wasn't nearly as quick as everybody else's, and that drove me nuts.
Well,
and,
I still had my 500 at the time.
Yeah.
Like, we would stay close, but if I gunned it, like that thing, you know, and I'm not talking bad about any machine, because if you have a machine, you're on my team.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, we're not brand bashers unless it's Nick and it's his Honda. That's
true story. True story right there. And that's only because we know it gets under Nick's skin and we love it. He's at home right now polishing the wheels.
Yeah, we tried to get him to come out, but he likes to make plans with us, and then
he's mushroom hunting in Bloomington, if that makes any sense to anybody.
And then cancel on the last minute. But they're both really great machines. It's, you know, when it comes down to looking at what you want to purchase, you have to look at a lot of factors. You know, number 1 factor being price. Number 2 factor is what kind of riding are you planning on doing? Are you doing just road riding? Are you doing trails? Are you doing rocks? Are you doing, are you doing mud?
Are you working around the house?
Yeah, are you working on a farm? You know, and third, is what options do you want it to come with, and what options are you okay with paying for? Regardless of what machine you buy, you're gonna want to accessorize it. That's pretty much what makes the machine yours.
Absolutely.
You know, and just being able to get in there and work on it and do those things, not only is it a rewarding feeling when you're done, and not only does it look awesome, but you get to know your machine inside and out. So if it starts making a weird noise, or it's acting funny, or doing something, you know where to look, you know what to look for. You know, it's just all in all a great experience. If you, like he said earlier, if you enjoy being outdoors, if you like to work on things, you know, spending time with your significant other or your kids, there's really not much better that you can do. You know, go camping for the weekend, take this thing, run the kids around, run the wife around. You know, even on the evenings here, since they're road legal, we do a lot of back road cruising, and then, you know, we'll stop for ice cream or go for dinner. We'll go down by the river and find some driftwood and start a little fire.
Do donuts in a parking lot.
Donuts in a parking lot.
I don't know who's did that, but I've heard that it's happened.
I may have some secret footage of it happening.
I'm not going to say which one did it, but I'll say they were good.
But yeah, so I think what I want to do is I'm going to take some footage of both of these machines just as they're sitting here in front of this lake, because it looks awesome, I think. And then I may strap this mic on Gary and hop in the passenger seat and have him drive mine around for a minute and just try to get his initial reaction and what he thinks of it. That's
I'll do the same for you.
all right. Yeah,
You
we'll
can
do them
take
both.
mine first because you're already mic'd up,
Right. Okay.
and we'll go that route.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well, let's get some footage of these things, and then we'll go for a ride. I'm gonna be the first one to drive, and I've
No one's ever drove this.
nobody else.
Just me.
I'm kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Oh god dang, it's touchy. All right, here we go. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
So yeah. It's definitely a lot more torque out of this. I feel like it, I don't know if it's the higher horsepower or the larger CCs or what it is, but I feel like the throttle is extremely responsive, very touchy.
I'm sorry if this is bouncy.
No, it's all good.
It's in my hands.
This thing rides really nice though.
Sold.
Yeah, it's got a little bit behind it for sure. Can I just turn around right here?
You can turn around here or go up and go back down the dam.
I'll just turn around.
Ooh.
So I feel like, and I have a clutch kit done in mine, so I feel like mine engages a little bit quicker, at a little bit lower RPM with the clutch kit. But mine used to take off like this before the clutch kit. It was pretty touchy. God, I feel like if I just push on it a little bit, it's just
it'll
going
spin.
to
Go crazy.
throw gravel everywhere. This thing rides super smooth. It's different driving it than it is riding it. Does it feel different to you?
Yeah, super different.
Alright, now we got to switch.
So what do you think about the handling around corners?
I think
Tight handling. thing.
Yeah, it handles well.
That's what I've noticed about it. It feels like
handles well.
It feels like a sports car almost.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely has probably a little bit better turning radius than what mine has. I'd like to test that sometime.
Turning radius?
Yeah, like we both just start at the same spot and do a donut and see, you know what I mean? Just crank the wheel all the way and just...
I'll tell you what surprised me was the Can-Am seemed like it was spot on when you turned.
Yeah, that thing, man, you could turn that thing on a dime. Yeah, that thing was crazy. All right. Yeah, I'd probably be in jail.
In this?
Yeah, probably. I'd be doing donuts everywhere, bro.
I've liked this from day one. I like this display unit, how it's right here in my face. That's what I like. I like that a lot, actually. This is different. I'm gonna go this way, okay? Oh, that's park. I'm not used to that. I feel that yours is super smooth, not so jerky taking off. I like that. I like the transition from the time I put my foot on the pedal, it's moving. With mine, you got a little bit of rev up before you actually engage, and that might have something to do with the clutch kit. Yeah. But what I also like is your steering is freaking smooth as heck. Like, smoother than most cars I've drove. Sounds good. Polaris. I feel that if I would have did that in mine, maybe a little bit faster. I don't know the response on the, like, I just know my machine because this is the first time I've ever drove this at all. And I feel if I would have hammered down on mine, it would have definitely grabbed and took off like really fast. And again, that might be the clutch. I don't have a clue. Super smooth turning. Like I said, I like the transition of the gas to clutch. Everything's just super smooth, no jerk. Ride's smooth. I like the shocks, aftermarket shocks.
So check out the difference between sport mode and eco mode.
Okay. Lower geared, I can feel automatically. I can feel that automatically. Go to sport.
Like try that, like hammer on it.
Oh yeah, huge difference. Huge difference, yeah. Mine would stay in sport. If I wanted a battery powered car, I'd buy one. I like to go fast and get a little crazy sometimes. So I do like this. I like this display a lot. I like that a lot, and I like how it changes. I think you're right on the tires. But other than that, I mean, pretty nice machine. Sits real comfortable like mine does. I like my seats. This is more forming. The seats are more formed, I feel, to my back and my butt, if that makes any sense. It feels like it's made almost like a racing seat. I feel it's there if I want it. It's gone. And I like the fact that I don't feel the jerking, like going in reverse or taking off slow. I like that a lot. And maybe that's something coming up. Maybe I'll do a clutch kit on mine. See if it changes or helps. And I'm sure it will change, but maybe overall just help it out without, you know, the jerking. I think that'll help. Overall, a good experience. I like it. First time I've ever sit in the driver's seat of this. I'm always in the passenger seat. When I didn't have one or in between machines, I've always liked it. It's performed well in the woods. He's followed me, I followed him, and it's never broke down like a Honda. I'm pretty impressed. I like it. I think it's for it being a cheaper machine, money-wise, I would say if you don't care about name brand, which I don't, I just went with one because I've had 3 of them, or 2 others, I would grab this and go. But overall, seriously, cfmoto, like I said earlier in the video, and it's probably going to be a long video unless he cuts it in 2. That was my first I went to. It was, you know, and because of the price. But you still get the same performance out of it. And like I said, he's been everywhere I've been. Finally got him to get it muddy. Then I didn't want to get mine muddy because it was brand new. But good machine, really. There's things that I think that we could take from both and make a heck of a machine. And Can-Am, I'm telling you right now, I know it's not in the video. I've owned one. Talking about turning on a dime, them things in the middle of the woods can turn like no other, and that's no joke. I wouldn't tell you that if it wasn't true. Like, I've had them in there, and they such good turning radius, it's ridiculous. And Justin's been with me. Them things are awesome. Yeah. As far as turning. Motor-wise, it ran pretty good, but that's a different show.
Okay, so that's it. That's it for the first little just basic overview comparison. We are going to get them out sometime soon and do some speed tests and some ride comparisons, put some hills and some trails. I'm trying to wait till he gets his 30-inch tires before we drag race again because he blew my doors off last time.
I'm glad you realized that.
That or I got to switch these. Back to my stock tires so I have some kind of a fighting chance. I mean, overall, they're both really nice machines. They both offer different things for different people. And you're gonna find that with pretty much every machine that's out there. You know, the KRX is gonna have something special for somebody. The Honda Talon is gonna have something special for somebody. Pretty much everything, with the exception of Nick's Honda.
Everything but Nick's Honda is perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna have something different.
You could
for
get a Cushman. And that would outdo that Honda.
A Hyson.
You could get a Hyson from Real King, and I think it would ride better than Nick's Honda.
Poor Nick.
Really?
I mean, I don't really feel bad for him.
I love it. So.
You know, it just all boils down to what you want to spend, what you want out of your machine, and what you plan on doing with it. In the trails in the woods, I'm never in high gear because I'm never really going over 35 mile an hour anyway. You just kind of have to make that decision for yourself. Talk to your wife, talk to your kids, talk to whoever you need to talk to, figure out what everybody likes, and, you know, try to find some kind of happy median. You got anything else to add?
Like money comparison, if you're looking for a good machine that's going to compare to the Polaris, yeah, it's not the Polaris brand. We're not saying that at all. And I'm by no means putting this down, but I'm saying money comparison wise, you know, there's some guys that just Polaris, Honda, which is Nick, or, you know, Can-Am. I've had Can-Am. I won't own a Honda. I've had Polaris. I have looked at these. Ride what you get. Yeah, we're going to give you crap. Everybody's going to give their buddies crap about whatever they drive. But honestly, as long as we're all out having fun, that's all that matters, man. Yeah. And for the money comparison, this is a way cheaper way to go, and just the machine that this is.
Minus like 30 horsepower.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But there is rumors of a not the four-seater,
1,000?
but the 1,000 coming out in 22. It's supposed to be 130 horsepower, like naturally aspirated.
Can we get like a secret? Are you gonna get one?
I'm gonna try.
Are you gonna get rid of this one?
Um,
YouTube gonna buy it? Somebody off here?
Maybe sell it to one of you guys. Might throw my wife in it, so that way she don't have to ride with me.
I'm not buying it.
She'd be too scared of it, probably.
Yep.
We gotta get her something little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've had fun.
Me
This
too.
is fun. I'm ready to ride though.
Yeah, so we're gonna call it quits here and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day and go for a cruise. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to all my subscribers, all the new subscribers. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below. Let us know what else you want to see comparison-wise on these two, and we'll try to make that happen for you.
Oh, and also if you could do me a favor, put a heart down in the comment section if you like seeing me on here.
I'm gonna go ride. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next one.